and I wanted to do a little a video for you guys on a motivational. I saw a motivate. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News, correspondent for Real America's Boys News. We did a. I saw a motivational video last night, and it was. I saw a motivational documentary. I watch every once in a while these kind of documentaries. Uh, Hold on. I watch every once in a while these kind of documentaries because it really brings you back to where you were before. You know, it's. Hold on. I don't see nobody in the chat. Nobody's commentating right now in the chat or what's going on. So, give it a like to this video. Give it a like to this video and share this video. Okay. Good morning to every single one of you, man. Uh, you guys, you guys heard, I was sick for, it's like 6 days. I was sick. I had the flu. It was nothing else. That was it. And I'm all right now. Got a little bit of a runny nose, but it's okay. I was watching a really motivational documentary yesterday, late at night, and it reminded me of what we used to be before. We were just this petrified with fear, and also we were now that society and the human race is oppressed by everything. And until this moment, I was watching how we were before, and we were really a strong, human race that everybody depended on their own thoughts. We depended on being free. We depended on being ourselves, and it's just sad to see how we are today. It's sad to see how we are today. It's sad to see how we are now today, as society, as a family. It's sad to see how we are, sinking on a ship. It's just the Titanic, and it's sinking, and Jack Dawson is is going. He's not even waiting for Rose, man. And Jack Dawson is jumping up on the Titanic. He's not even carried. Uh, it is just sad to see how we are changing. And I saw this documentary. I will post this documentary later on for you guys to see which one it is, and you guys can really realize what we are losing, what is at stake. I was watching this philosophy, and it is just so simple. And it is just this philosophy of the lion. And it's really hard. My favorite animal is the buffalo. I love buffaloes, man. It's a beautiful animal. The buffalo for me is a beautiful, beautiful animal. But a lot of people identify themselves with the lion. So I was watching the philosophies of the lion. It's really intense how you magnify and how you understand profoundly what the lion means, really in significance into the animal, culture, right, in the animal world. And there was this guy that I was listening to. He's a Mexican guy, and he started talking about the philosophy of the lion in the jungle. And I relate myself to this philosophy because this is what society, in a good way, I will say it in a good way, and I will say it in a bad way. What this man just put in my mind, like, wow, man, he's so right. So he was saying this. He was talking about the jungle, and he was giving a speech to people at a gymnasium, at a boxing gym. And he was giving a speech to fighters. As he was giving a speech to fighters, he was telling this. He was saying, who it is, you guys know the jungle, right? And everybody was like, yeah. Who is the strongest animal in the jungle? And everybody said, well, there's the elephant. And who's the smartest one? Well, the monkey. Who's the tallest one? Well, the giraffe. Who's the most quickest one? Well, the leopard. So why the lion? It is considered to be the king of the jungle. And you start thinking, why the lion if he's not the strongest? If he's not the smartest? If he's not the fastest? If he's not the tallest? Why the lion it is considered to be the most fierce, strongest, and the king of the jungle? You start to understand. Let me just. I was thinking with this guy. The most simple things. I like these kind of people when they relate to the most simple things, man. There's those kind of people that they have strong talent, really, when they relate a pencil, a rock, simple things, and they can explain life. And this guy really explained to me how it is so important that we are not relating and that we are not understanding, we're not understanding how it is extremely important for us to understand that why the lion, if he's not the strongest one, if he's not the tallest one, if he's not the fastest one, if he's not the smartest one, why is he the king of the jungle? And it is happening to our society now. The lion is the king of the jungle because he believes in him. He believes that he's that. His presence. This man told his alumni, he said, the lion believes that he is the king of the jungle and that he is the king of everything because he believes in him. He believes that. He believes that he is the strongest one, the tallest one, the smartest one, the fiercest one. And also, he believes that because everybody's afraid of him. So it's fear. Crazy. So look, if you see how it is in society now, we are now believing that the government, it is the strongest one, right? That the most smartest people are politicians and the globalists, right? That the most fastest people are the ones that they are in technology, right? And the most intelligent people, it is science. But we're forgetting about ourselves, forgetting about humanity itself. And the lion, it is us. We're asleep. We don't believe in ourselves anymore. That's the number one thing that I catch immediately by this guy. We don't believe in ourselves anymore. We stop believing in us. We stop believing that it's us that we have the control of everything. It is us that we have the control of time. We have the control of work. We have the control of mankind. It is us, and God has the control of all of us. Inevitably, God is the one that controls us. But ultimately, we are letting these people, we're letting the government, we are letting these evil and demonic people to take control of our lives. And we stop believing in us. We are the lion. We are the kings. Human race is the lion. Human race are the kings. The King of Kings is God, is Jesus. But we are the ones that we have control over the government. We're not supposed to fear the government. We're not supposed to fear these people. They're not the strongest one. We gave them that power. We gave them that power to be on that seat. We gave them that power to give a speech to all of us. They are a voice for all of us. They're not the ones that manage our lives. No, they are a voice. We are the king. We are the lion. They're not the king. We are the lion. So we're letting all these elephants, all these giraffes, all these leopards, all these people that they are the smartest animals, like the philosophy of the jungle, that everybody thinks that these animals are the strongest ones. The elephant is the strongest one. The giraffe is the tallest one. The leopard is the fastest one. The monkey is the smartest one. But the lion continues to be the king. Why? Because he believes in him. And in society right now, we stop believing that we are the lion. We stop believing in that. And that is why we are this way. We stop believing that we have rights. We stop believing that we have God. We stop believing that we are parents and that we have control of our children. We stop believing that there's law and there's order. We stop believing that we are the ones that we put these dirty politicians in government. We stop believing that there is a human race. There's men and there's women. We stop believing that there's right and there's wrong. We start believing in ourselves. So we started being afraid now. So we're not the lion anymore. We're not. We're hiding in a cave. And we're letting all these other individuals, all these rhinos, all these Democrats, all these leftists in our country of Mexico, all these communists take over our lives because we stopped believing in us. In a way, that philosophy applies to us, man. I so identify myself with that man. I so identified myself with him. He's a coach of boxing, and immediately when he started saying that, I'm like, wow, this man is just the most simple thing. He just made me understand how that philosophy applies to our society now. Not only that, look how that philosophy applies in a negative way. The lion in a jungle, he implements fear. That's the only way that he has power over the jungle. His fear tactic. If you look at it in a negative way, this philosophy applies to the negative factor also. Because of these fear tactics, because of what is happening with our society right now, all these fear tactics, all these mandates, all these, I will not let you go out and socialize because you have to have this, because you have to put this on your body, because if you don't have this liquid on your body, you will not be accepted in society. All of these factors, they're fear tactics. So this lion that he's pretending to be in a lion's wardrobe, he's putting us on side. He's putting us on a cave. He's putting us on a spot where he just has us on an ambush, on a corner. He has us on a corner where we cannot move. We cannot go anywhere. And there's only one way to get out. And the only way to get out is his way. So why his way? Because he has us with fear. Because he makes us believe that he's the strongest one, that he's the smartest one, that he's the tallest one, that he's the fastest one, the only solution for life is his, that the only voice that we need for our society is his, that the only solution for technology, it is his, that the only solution for medicine, it is his, that the only solution for moving forward in life is his. So he has us on a corner. And by the way that he has us in a corner, we're standing right there and the only solution is his. So we have to follow what he says. So he took away our right of speech, took away our right of thought. He took away our right of mind. He took away our right of believing in God, of believing in family, believing in your family, believing in God values, family values, whatever you want to believe. This doesn't go for just conservatives, man. I have said this multiple times. A lot of people are like, Oscar, you're a conservative. You're a right wing. No, I'm not. This goes for liberals, conservatives, progressives, leftists, right-wingers. This goes for everybody. This is what these people are doing. They're taking away your freedom. Liberals think that this is, and leftists think that this is the solution to have control of society because the world is dying, right? That's your philosophy. Look, I know what your philosophy is. Your philosophy, you think that the world is dying and the number one pollution of the world is human race because they're the ones that create wars. They're the ones that create contamination. They're the ones that create division. They're the ones that create all this harm to human race. So you need to eliminate human race to start over fresh and to refresh the world and to create another human race, a society, a good community, and to have everything controlled by what it has to be because it got out of control. So you believe in that. You believe in that. All these environmentalists, all these people, is the planet, the planet, the planet. It's not human race, it's the planet. We need to decrease population. We need to tell the people how many kids you can have, how many cars you can have, how many houses you can own, how much success you can have, how much your voice can be standing, how much you can post, where you can go, where you cannot. So that's how you believe. That's your life. That's how you believe. But when it happens to you, that is when you're going to understand that you are not the lion. You're being put in a corner. And in that corner, your right to be free, your right to have whatever sexual preference do you want, your right to have whatever expression do you want in life, your right to listen to whatever music, to whatever food you want to eat, will be controlled. And that, for what you were pandering and you were favorizing and you were saying like, I want this, I want this, I want the control. We're dying, the planet is dying, and these humans, they don't realize that the planet is dying. I know the planet is dying. It got out of control, but it's not because of humanity. It's not because of us, the population. It is because of these dictators that they have implemented. They're dressed in a lion's wardrobe. And they have put us in a cave and they have put us in a corner where all these dictators, all these politicians, all these political parties, all these governments have created war, have created division, have created, contamination, have created all of this. It is not our fault. It is the system that has been implemented in the world that is wrong. But we don't want a control system. Freedom comes with a lot of complications. Freedom is freedom, whatever you want to like it or not. But with freedom comes law and comes order. If you have freedom without law, without order, without constitutions, you will have a violent, disruptive, polluted, evil, lawlessness, godless world. If you don't have law, order. That is what it is. You got freedom, but you got law and order. We need to wake up. Go back to basics. That's where we are missing. I understand people on the right. They say freedom, freedom. It's freedom. I understand that. And people on the left are saying too much freedom will pollute the world. And I understand that also. Really, I do. In the middle, there's something that is called just law and order. Right in the middle. It's not for it right. It's not for the left. It's for the world. The thing that we need to understand is that we're being put in the corner. Like I just explained to you. If we go by this philosophy that I was watching this guy, man. He's young, not young, late 40s. And he was explaining to his boxers, I had a coach that he was not the fastest one in the pads. He was not the strongest ones on the bag. He was not tall. He was not ripped. He was not cut. But he had this and he had a lot of this. And when he used this on my mind, he made me believe that every match, and that every day I was the best in the world. He made me believe that. When you believe in yourself, that you still have the freedom of speech, freedom of decision, freedom to say and to really decide what you decide for your family and for yourself. This philosophy that you're not caring for other people because you don't have the liquid in your body, stupid. It's really stupid. Whatever happened to the past diseases, you were not caring about me, not caring about other people, not caring about society. All of a sudden now you want to care. All of a sudden now it's your decision, whatever you want to do. The most important thing right here is that we need to understand that we're being put in a corner, and your freedom to speak, to decide, your freedom to just go out one day and say, you know what, I want to go to the store. You're not going to have it anymore because they have implemented the fear tactic on you. If you do it this way, there's only one way, and that is the way that it is being put. This law right now. A mandate. Did this mandate tells you how much you're going to, where you can travel, where you cannot, where you can be, where you cannot, where you can, congregate. Segregation to the fullest extent. A lot of people don't understand that. They're dividing us as society. It is what it is. You guys haven't heard the speech of an Argentinian representative in the United Nations. I will put that video tomorrow. The Argentinian in the United Nations told this to the United Nations people. You guys told us that it was going to be controlled with this solution, that it was going to be put in our bodies. So we went with that. And after that, we were going to go back to normal. Everybody was going to go back to society as normal as possible. From that, it extended to have more and more and more. And then it became an obligation, and it became not a solution. It became something that you need to do, because if you don't do it, you will not be allowed into places, and you will not be allowed to just basically live. So now that solution that you guys put for us to keep and to defeat this thing, and also to find where it came from, it is not even a subject anymore. What is a subject is to have everything controlled now. So now that you have that, you start segregating populations. You start segregating people, the people that they're good and the people that they don't listen. And the people that they don't listen, punish them, make them look bad, make them look horrible. Attack them. They're the ones, they're the dirty ones. They're the ones that we need to get the hell out of society. So you put that mindset on society, on the world. The solution was not that. The solution was to live. The solution was to take care of this thing that is in the air and live and continue to live. And as a learning lesson, take care of ourselves. Start eating well, exercising well, thinking about how we can take care of the planet better. How can we grow our family back together? This has been a learning lesson. It was a learning lesson. This, that it was thrown into the air and mechanically built. But it was made for one purpose. And now the purpose has gone out of their hands, and it is one after another. One after another. It was not just to cure us. Now it is to have control of us. So we're not the lion anymore. They're the lion. The lion is asleep. We, you, me, everybody in the world is asleep. People are outside protesting. They want to be the lion. But immediately, as the mandate, as the government As these dictators come and tell you, they take away that right, and they're like, no, I'm going to push you back to the corner. And you're not going to have a voice, and you're not going to have a right. You're not going to have anything, because it's us that we call the shots. It is not that way. Solution is simple. It's really simple. I will give you an example. And I always use these examples because they're the best examples and they have given me in life, and I have seen it. I always have said that the strongest human in the planet is a woman. The man, it is the strongest in strength, but in mind and heart, and just the thought of, making everything possible. A man cannot walk without a woman, and a woman cannot walk without a man. But a woman has been, the females has been always the strongest one. When you understand and when you believe in yourself, as single mothers have done for the rest of the time, everything is possible. We need to believe in ourselves. Again, we don't believe in ourselves. For us to have success and for us to have everything, is not going to be nice. It's not going to be pretty. A lot of these people, they believe that their success is based on lies, is based on social media, let me say views, likes, followers. That is not success. Success is going outside into the world and arriving into a restaurant and people respecting you, people loving you, caring about you, asking how you are, how's everything going, offering their hand to you, being nice to you, opening doors to wherever you go. That's success. We're forgetting the real purpose about us as society. We're just so, so fed up in one little circle that we're forgetting about that. Technology, social media was made with one purpose: to forget about ourselves. It was made for that, to just rely on social media platforms and forget about ourselves. We're forgetting about ourselves. Remember when there was no Facebook, no YouTube? Remember that? It was all about creating a better job, making our children men, making them men. Women were women, men were men. We're forgetting to be ourselves again. And they're taking away that right to believe in ourselves and to forget who we are as a human race. As a human race, we are not Facebook. We're not YouTube. We're not Getter. We're not Twitter. That's not human race. No. Human race creates, evolves, loves, cares, gets angry, does unimaginable things, reaches unimaginable stages. Tall, short, handsome, ugly. Human race is beautiful. We're forgetting about that. They're taking away that back. Let me put this platform, social media. They're only going to care about likes, followers, who does who tells who is this, who's that, the gossip. Get them fed up with that. Put that in the world, that contaminate it. Put it, release it. And when you adapt your life to that, you forget about yourself. You forget about who you are. You forget about in the morning calling your mother because you're fed up. Forget about calling your dad, visiting your parents, going to the park. Just go out and run in the morning. Do some exercise. Go out for a walk. Take your dogs out for a walk. Play in the mud. Play in the sand. Go out and have a conversation with somebody in a coffee without a phone. You forget about yourself. Forget about who you are, who you identified, where you came from. Forget about yourself. So this new era, it is the number one thing that is taking the essence of humanity, because they want to control who we are. And that is what they are the lion, we are the sheep. We are in a cave, a lion that is scared to come out. We know the volume of power that we have, but we're scared to come out because we cannot go back to those basics. We are afraid that if we go back to those basics, we're not going to be enough. That's the problem. That if we go back to those basics, we're going to say, oh, you're a boomer. You're an old guy. You're old school. How can you go back to basics when we have all this technology? We need technology now for business, for everything, for advertising, everything. I know that. But they're taking away your essence. Don't ever forget who you are. Don't ever forget that you're a human being. That's the number one thing that they're doing right now, man. It's crazy, but they're doing it. Taking away that right that you are a human being, man. And they're the ones that they have the control. They're the ones that they're telling you, you know what, this is what you're going to do. And go over there and buy that iPhone 70 something and control your life with that app and be in your house all day without doing exercise, without doing nothing. Just, idiotize yourself. Just be a complete, machine, just stuck watching a phone. It's really important that we understand these mechanisms that they're being implemented in our world, the matrix, the new matrix. Finding what the new matrix is about, how to control human race. We know that our world, and I have two how do you call them? Two accredited licenses on doing environmental assessments. I know that cars contaminate the planet and pollution contaminates the planet. I know that. It is, a lot of people don't like to listen to that, but China is the number one country that contaminates the most on emissions, and the United States is the second. A lot of people don't want to listen to that. But it's what it is. I know that we need to take care of our world, and we need to take care of how we are slowly killing our world with all these contamination and division. And it's not only that, the world, it is suffering. It's hurting right now. It's not only that they're hurting because it's contaminating, it's hurting because human race is divided. The one that created the world to be who it is, the planet. God gave us this gift that is, I will put you, human race, right here. But we are the ones that we are dividing this. So the ones that they have the control, the ones that they are the lion, is us. It's not a system that is being put. We have to follow law and order, yes, but it's not the system. It's not a president, it's not a dictator, it's not a communist, it's not a globalist, it's not a family that has a lot of power. It's not them, it's us. We are the ones that we're the lion. We're not supposed to be the sheep. And we are forgetting who we are. It is an identity that they're trying to take away from us. It's really sad. If you care to see where is your life today, understand where is your life today. You're afraid. Don't tell me you're not. You are. You are afraid. And you're afraid to go out to the store, to not wear a mask, and to be signalized as a bad human being. You're afraid to not go to a restaurant, and if they tell you, hey, you need this kind of card that tells me that you already have this liquid in your body, I will let you in. So you're afraid to go into that restaurant and say, no, man, I have my own freedom of right or decision to go in. You're afraid to go out in society and be yourself because you are now put into a corner that if you don't follow that way, you will end up bad. You're afraid. That's how human race is now. They are afraid. We are afraid of consequences. They have taken this word consequences and put it in our society. Consequences was in a bottle and it had a big gigantic thing on top of the bottle. And consequences was always in that bottle, inside that bottle. And we used to look at that bottle and say, if I do things wrong, that I'm going to open it up and I'm going to take away that piece of paper that says consequences and open it up inside that bottle. And it's going to say, this is what will happen to you if you do this. Doesn't exist anymore. Consequences, it is on your forehead now, every day. Consequences, it is not in a bottle, inside of a bottle, put in a lock. No. Consequences, I'm trying to do the best that I can when I'm explaining about certain situations. So please, consequences, it is something that is on a daily day basis. Is on a daily day basis on your life. If you don't back yourself, there's a consequence. I'm not telling you to not do it. It's your decision if you want to do it or not. It's your decision. But if you don't follow that mandate, there's a consequence now. That little piece of paper that I'm telling you that it was in a bottle and it had a big gigantic thing on the top, and you will see every day like, okay, if I don't follow this law, if I I don't know, if I ran over a stoplight, if I don't pay my taxes, if I do this, if I do that, there is a consequence right there. That consequence that it was in a bottle, and if you know that there's problems, there are going to be consequences, it was right there. It is not there anymore. They taken away that big gigantic thing that it was, covering the bottle, taking out the piece of paper, and they put it right here in the forehead. You got a consequence now. So if you got a consequence now they're telling you how to run your life. You know how human race learns with mistakes? I believe that they're taking away that right also. They're taking away the right of you making mistakes. The only way in the best school of life is also ultimately going to college and learning in college. But also the school of life is the most important one. I have met multiple people, multiple youngsters that they have come when I was a general manager, when I was, in charge of a lot of people. And these youngsters that they just recently get out of college and they tell you, oh, this, and they don't know nothing because their only thing has been school. You have to teach them that side of life. They're taking that away from you. The mistakes that you make in your life make you a better, stronger human being, and also has consequence. That's the thing on the inside of the bottle. It can make you a bad human being because you don't learn. You keep on doing the same mistakes all over and over and over. That's why you have to have law and order. You know how everything goes by a chain? Everything goes by the chain. Everything. So they're taking away the learning experience about mistakes in life. Mistakes in life, it is a great learning experience. Mistakes, they need to be made sometimes to learn. You learn from mistakes. You understand the mistakes. And the other person that is watching the other person make mistakes, he learns about that. But they're taking away that because now they want to put a system. And that system is the one that doesn't have mistakes. Right? That system is perfectly done for you to not make mistakes and for you to follow a manual, follow a 1 to 10 step program. You follow that 1 to 10 step program. So what if it will not exist anymore now in society? What if I would have done that, man? What if I would have, gone all the way? What if that doesn't exist? It's not going to exist anymore. The what if is not going to exist because now it's going to be a program for you to just not learn on your own. They're going to tell you how to learn your own, how to learn it, this is going to be a school, a complete indoctrination of your life, your children. So they're taking away that right of mistakes. It's crazy. So we are not going back to the philosophy of the jungle. We're not the strongest one as the elephant. We're not the fastest one as the leopard. We're not the smartest one as the monkey. We're not the tallest one as the giraffe. We're the lion, but the lion, it is on the cave and it's afraid to come out. The best advice that I can give you guys, first and foremost, the best advice that I can give you guys, in terms to what do you want to do with your decisions right now, it is go to your doctor. Go to your doctor. Doctors today are really important. What everything that is being put out there in social media, in mainstream media, that is not the most important thing. The most important thing is you go to your doctor. Your doctor right now is the most important psychologist, friend, teacher, whatever you want to call it. Sorry about that in the mic. Whatever you want to call it. The doctor today is everything. Go to your doctor and explain to your doctor. If you are a guy that is pro backs, explain to him, yo doc, I want to put another booster. What should I do? Is it good to my body? Is it not good to my body? I don't want to be arrogant. This is what is going on. My body is this way. Do I need to lose weight? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? What do I need to do, man? I find your doctor of confidence, your doctor that you feel you're trusting your life to that doctor. The doctors today, nowadays, and nurses today is the most important profession right now. So you need to trust your doctor, So go over there and trust him. Go over there and trust him. And if you decide whatever you want to decide, a lot of people are saying doctors are corrupt. They're involved in the pharmaceutical business. They're part of the corruption. Yeah, it's like politicians. They're part of the corruption. It's like human race. They're part of the corruption also. Remember what I have said before. This is really easy. Remember what I have said before. Does the corruption make you corrupt, or you, the corrupt, make the corruption? I have asked this question so many times in Spanish, and also I'm asking it in English. Is the corruption make you corrupt, or the corrupt makes the corruption? And a lot of people say the corrupt make the corruption. A lot of people say no, the corruption makes you corrupt. And a lot of people say no, it's two. The problem is that we are mentioning the word corruption and corrupt. You are not realizing the whole understanding of that question. You were mentioning the word corruption and corrupt. That is the problem. That word should not be existing. Do you understand where I'm going? So if you're going to your doctor, it must be a relationship between you and him. It's a friend relationship. And if you find yourself with the doctor that you feel confident that he's going to listen to you, that he's going to have you say, you know what, I don't trust myself to use this Bax, doc. I don't trust myself. I really don't trust myself. And if the doctor's saying, you know what, you need to do it, this is not my doctor. Let me go to another doctor. So I can find that comfort when he's saying, you know what, you don't trust yourself with this. This is the reason why you don't trust yourself. Bam. And this is the reason why you should trust yourself. Bam. Choose whatever you want to choose. I support you. These are the consequences between A. These are the consequences between B. Choose whatever you want. That's a doctor right there. Go to your doctor. Talk to your doctor. Tell him what's going on, doc. What's going on? What we should do, man. I see this, going to the doctor nowadays is not about just going for a checkup. Last time that I went to a doctor, that it was recent, I had a long conversation with this guy, man. He's like, Oscar, you're crazy, man. You're crazy. You believe that? I'm like, yes, I believe it. Wow. But it's a friendship relationship. I listen to him and he listens to me. I'm paying him to take care of me. And he's taking care of me because I'm paying him. So it's a friend relationship. And he understands where I stand on my beliefs. So he's gonna give me a solution. Medically, he's gonna tell me this is what you need to do. And if you want to do it your way, this is your way. But medically, this is what I tell you to do. That's how you need to trust your doctor. It's not about going in there and sitting down and, well, I got this air and it's coming out and I think that it's the virus. I think that is, I got it. Yes, you got it. You need this, you need a booster. You need 70,000 boosters. Go ahead and take it on your own. There's a line outside. Go over there. Great day. It's not that, man. What the hell? You need to have a relationship with your doctor now, with a nurse. Talk to them. Ask them how they feel. When I had COVID back in 2020, I was in the hospital. I didn't say anything at that particular time because I didn't want to say anything. And they told me to not say anything. But when I had COVID back in 2020, I think that it was June, and I had my x-rays and all that kind of stuff. And everybody knew. My closest friends, they knew. My moderators, they knew. Everybody knew. They were worried and sick about how I was doing. But I was talking when it was like the third day that I was 8 days in the hospital. And around the third day, I was talking to the nurses and having a relationship with them, and also the doctor. The doctor was real young, man. He was real young, the doctor. And I told him, like, how many times you had this virus, man, in your body? It's like, I had it. Every nurse, every doctor had it. I had it. I have it. And every single one of them will tell you exactly the same thing. When I was sitting down late at night, sitting down in the bed around 1 o'clock in the morning. You cannot sleep because you're not in your home. I was in a warehouse. So I was sitting down and the nurse will come by. Hey, let me check your oxygen level, Oscar. All right. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing all right. How about? Hey, so how does it feel to be all covered up like that, man? Do you like your job? Yeah, I like my job. But it's so hard. Have you contracted COVID? Have you had COVID? Oh yeah, two, 3 times. What is the solution? What do you think? Well, you need to take care of yourself. You need to eat well, do exercise. It has changed my life. I have better immunity. I have this, I have that. Oh, okay. So you listen, you have a conversation with them. It's not like you're not listening. I have always said, after what happened to me in around, I think it was May or June 2020. It was around that time. What happened to me after that, I started saying to people, hey, this exists. It's not a hoax. This exists. A lot of people over exaggerate. They wear like these gigantic masks. No, you need to take care of yourself. There's a way to have a solution with this. But don't let these people push you into a corner and to tell you what the solution is, people. That's the problem. We're letting these people put us into a corner where they're telling us what the solution is. That's not the solution to tell us what they... It's taking away your right. Your right to have a conversation with your doctor. Next thing you know, you're not going to have a conversation with your doctor. I will tell you, there's going to come a time where doctors are not going to have the freedom. They're not having it right now. Doctors do not have the freedom. And they don't have the freedom to say what is in reality, what is happening, and what's not. You know how certain doctors are being punished right now because they're not following what the WHO is saying and what the CDC or what the sector of health is saying? You know, that they're not even allowed to say it anymore. They're being punished. Some of them, they're being fired. They're taking away their credentials to be a doctor. This is actually happening. They have become that lion that is stuck in the corner and has to follow what the World Health Organization is saying. It is so important right now to have a relationship with your doctor. Really important. Take advantage of that right now. Take advantage of that right now, because in one time, if we are still allowing and we're still going to be this lion that is going to be in the cave sleeping, one day they're going to take away that right. And the doctor is going to be a machine. It's going to be an answering computer. Type A if you feel this symptom. Bah. Type B if you want to feel, what solution do you think? Bah. Type C if you want to see a doctor and he's going to give you the antidote. Bah. So it's control of what you feel, how you are. That relationship that you're criticizing right now, oh, doctors are corrupt, doctors, the system is this. You're not going to have it anymore in a few years. If you continue like this, everything is going to be controlled. The relationship with your doctor, a lot of people are saying it's already here. It's already here, but it's not like the way that I'm saying. The relationship with your doctor is so important. A nutriologist, psychologist, those relationships with those people that they have professions that they will give you word of advice of how to, just have a normal talk. Express how you feel. You feel stressed. I feel stressed, doctor. Why? Stress causes your metabolism to not be evolving as the way that it has to be. That's why you're retaining a lot of water. That's why you have anxiety. That's why you're eating a lot of sugar. So, why you're stressed. Give it to me. I feel stressed because of this, and that. I cannot, where are we going, doc? Well, this is what is happening to the world. So this is the solution. This is a healthy solution for you. You want to take it? Or you want to take Exhibit B, that this is the other solution that everybody's taking? What do you want to take? Let me try Exhibit A. We still have that option to choose what we can do. Believe it or not, that's what I'm saying. As a human race, we are forgetting that we have a right to choose now. And we still have it. When we go to the doctor, we still have the right to just choose how we're going to take care of our bodies. We still have that right. I still have that right as right now as a Mexican citizen to choose if tomorrow I want to just start a diet and just basically, go out for a jog every day, eat well, and boost myself up with vitamin C and zinc every day. Get my metabolism strong, and I still have that solution. But there's going to be a point where you are not going to have that anymore. So when you're going to go to the doctor, if we still like this, and if I'm having this talk with you guys, because there's going to be a point where we are going to be just the sheep. We're not going to be the strongest one, the fastest one, the tallest one, the smartest one. We're just going to be a controlled human race that is going to tell us this is the only solution, like they're saying right now, the antidote, that is the only solution, and that is the only way. You have a capacity. God made this human race so perfectly done. It's a machine that it was so perfect. God made it. For people that they are atheists, that they don't believe in God, they believe in science. All right, I will go on your way. Science made it so perfect. Made us so perfect. Whoever it is, if you don't believe in God, I'm going on the atheist side. Whoever it made us, science made us so perfect. We are a perfect machine. So however you want to like it, if you're an atheist, if you're a Scientologist, if you are a Christian, a Catholic, a Jewish, a Muslim, whatever you want to believe, there's always a creator. Somebody created us. We didn't came from just, something. So whoever created us, we made us a perfect machine, a perfect recovery machine. We have a perfect immune system. We can contaminate it or we cannot contaminate it. So we have the decision to say, you know what? I can boost up. I can create a better immune system. I can become better. My own self. But now we're letting these people take away that right also to particularly and potentially take away our health. Right. you know, you know, like Jerry Maguire, the guy, they're taking away that right of us, man. That right of us deciding what do we do with our health. It's crazy. They're taking away that right for us to say, you know what? What can I do with a flu? That's the virus. You don't have the vax, you don't have the booster, you don't have this. You need to take it. So they're taking away your health rights. What you should do with your own health. Every single body, human body is different. Not all of them. We're not all the same. Some of us, we are allergic to some treatments. Some of us, we have asthma. Some of us, we have certain allergies to some other medicines. So we are different, but we are made exactly. God made us, the creator, whoever to all Scientologists, the greatest Scientology creator of all kind. He created us exactly with the same potential to recover. But we're different because some of us are tall, some of us are short, some of us are chubby, some of us are skinny. Some of us, we have deficiencies of health. But now, these people are taking away your right of health. You know what I mean? So right now that you're complaining that the doctors are corrupt and we don't have this complete relationship with doctors and they're lying to us, at a certain point in life, if we're continuing the way that we are, we're not even going to have that anymore. Because they're going to tell us what to do, what to say. And you're not even going to be, and if you see a doctor one day from, right here from 20 years from now, if we're continuing at this pace, you're not even going to have the decency, and you're not even going to be privileged to see a doctor. That's going to be a privilege for you to see a one-on-one doctor. And the doctor that you're going to see is going to be all gassed up like a NASA scientist. And he's just going to analyze your body. He's going to say this, 1, push 2, push 3, push 4, push 5. This is the solution for your body. I don't want that. No. It's A, B, C, and D. That's it. At the pace that we're going, this is why the relationship with your doctor right now is so important. They're taking away your health also. There's a lot of people are saying they're taking away our freedom, our freedom, our freedom. You're still free, man. Yes, they're taking away little by little our freedom. But the most important thing right now that is happening to the world is that are taking our health freedom, our health decisions. They're taking away that. Remember when you used to, this is why I'm saying we're forgetting who we are. We're forgetting that we are human race. They're taking away that identity from us, that we have freedom. We are a lion, but we're asleep, and we are afraid to go out because they're making us believe that there's a big bad ghost and there's a big bad, lion outside where our cave is at, and that is a gigantic lion that is going to eat us up. It's just really important what they're taking. Right now, health, it is the most, without health, you cannot live. Without health, you cannot provide. Without health, You cannot go to work. You cannot exercise your right. You cannot walk. You cannot talk. You cannot breed. You cannot be a provider to your family. You cannot even do so. Health is really important right now. Health is really important. So why are we letting indoctrination come to our health? Remember when you used to go to the doctor back in the day when there was no virus? There's always been viruses, but when there was no this one, that is the most famous one in all existence. Remember when they used to go to the doctor and they used to say like, oh, what do you got? Well, I got the fever, I got this, I got that. And certain doctors, they will used to do like certain methods. You know, used to be like, put him in cold water, get him this medicine, and also do these exercises when he has fever. Put a cold towel in his head, take it out, put it on, take it out, put it on, take it out, put it on, and then next tomorrow he's gonna be all right. Give him this syrup, give him this couple of pills. If he wants a shot, I will give him a vitamin shot. You're good. Remember that? Do you guys remember? I'm not giving medical advice because a lot of people are gonna say like, oh my God, medical advice. No, 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 no. YouTube. I'm not giving medical advice to nobody. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physician. I'm a reporter and a journalist. But I'm just saying, remember when you used to go to the doctor and they used to tell you that. Do you guys remember? That does not exist anymore. That is not going to exist anymore. That is going to disappear. And it is going to disappear into a point that you're going to go to the doctor and they're going to tell you it is the virus. That's it. And the only solution for that, it is for you to go and vax yourself. That's it. There's no, you know what, you can do this method. How we used to get away with all these bad things that they were in the air before. We used to get away with it because our bodies are capable to handle a lot of punishment, man. I'm not saying we need to suffer, we need to be punished. No, but we have the ability to beat this without putting things that we don't want. It is a really easy analogy. So they're taking away that right now. And for us to make us understand that that's the only solution. So forget about that you have a runny nose, and you know what? You have a runny nose. Put a bucket with eucalypto. Put inside that hot water of eucalypto. Put a towel and do breathing when you're there. Everything is gonna come out. Everything will go out. No. Now that you got a runny nose, it's a symptom. It's a symptom. That symptom, you need to take care of it. And you now signalize, you're now segregated. Now you cannot go out. Now you're in a room. Now you cannot handle, you cannot see your mother. You cannot see your father. You cannot see family reunions. Now it is a symptom. You are bad. You're signalizing in the society and community and the world. You are a contaminated human being. You understand what I'm going? So they're controlling our health. Now they're controlling our health. You know, there's ways that we can handle certain things, but we forgot about that because they're making you forget about that. They're making you forget about how we used to take care of ourselves. And they're implementing a system of how to control yourself. We're forgetting that we were human race. They're putting us in a corner where in that corner, people, there's only a 1 step to 10 steps of how to get out of a cave. We are the lion. We are the lion. We are, as human race, we are the rulers of the world. We as human race, there's one God. And that is our Lord and Savior. Whoever is a Christian believes who it is. Whoever is a Muslim believes who it is. Whoever is a Jewish believes who it is. Whoever is an atheist, a Hindu, whatever you want to believe, but there's God, there's a creator. And that one put us over here. But we are the lion. And as we are the lion, we are being pushed in a corner where we are forgetting that we are a human race, that we can take care of ourselves, that we can also provide immunity, that we can have the freedom to decide on our health, freedom to decide who we are, that we're not afraid, that we're letting all these dictators, socialists, communists, globalists take care of decisions of our banking system, of our money system, of our freedom of speech, of our freedom to decide health, of our freedom to decide who we can hang out and who we cannot. It is important that we don't ever forget that we are the lion. We're not a little cat. So it's important that you still have, if you have this freedom, let me drink a coffee before I go. There's a question, why is God letting this go on? You are going into some really deep question. If you are a person that doesn't believe in God or doesn't believe in that, it is, if that kind of question, it will lead me into give you an answer that you don't want to listen to. Because a lot of the times God does things that they are not like, it's not, why is he allowing pedophilia? Why is he allowing wars? Why is he allowing people to, men to rape women? Why is he allowing this? Why is he allowing that? There's good and there's evil. You know that, right? You know that, right? There's evil and there's good. There's Satan and there's God. You know that, right? It's a world. We don't know what happens. It's the greatest mystery that I believe in this existence. It is what happens after we die. What happens after we die? That is the greatest secret of life. Where do we go? A lot of people are going to have this, oh, we go to this phase and we reincarnate into some kind of animal. Or we go into another world and we know. There's theories that people that they have gone through a tunnel and they see a light and they go and there's a park, beautiful with all this different aromas and scents, and this is a great secret of life. We don't know what happens after we die. There's no certainty. There's always just theories of what happens after life. It's exactly the question that you're asking right now. The question that you're asking right now, it is exactly the same as the question of what happens after life. Why is God allowing this? Do we know if God is allowing it or not? It's a question that you should ask. There's a lot of questions. The only thing that I can tell you is that God is not telling you to do it, or God is not telling you not to do it. That is under your own responsibility to be good. Remember that the most amazing and perfect man that ever walked this planet came over here and gave us an example that there's a way of life. That is Jesus. He suffered, got tortured for freedom. For freedom. Remember that scene where Mary Magdalene, that it was a prostitute supposedly, was tortured and they were throwing rocks at her. They were torturing her and throwing rocks and insulting her. Remember that? And that is when it's the most important thing about second chances in life. That moment right there, it is the example of second chances in life. That moment. It is the example that people can change. It's the most important example. It's the most important example in existence that people can change. He grabbed her hand. Jesus said, whoever is free of sin, cast the first stone. Oh my God. I love Jesus, man. That is a really simple phrase. Gracias, Diosito, por esa frase. Really simple phrase. With that, he gave her a second chance and opportunity in life. Ah, the greatest example in this world that ever walked this planet as being an example of showing you that there is good and there's evil, it's him. Imagine if you say, why God allowed to be Jesus tortured in a cross. There's a purpose behind it, right? That's exactly what Muslims, Islam, believes that Jesus was not crucified, because they extendedly believe that Jesus was not crucified because God will not allow one of his sons to be tortured like that. But they believe that somebody got in the cross and they got tortured, so they believe that somebody was tortured. You understand? Also, Jewish people believe that somebody was crucified, so somebody died for speaking the truth. It all goes to one little circle. So why was allowed if it was a message that it was done? Really important. More important than right now is this talk that we're having 71 minutes in with 36 seconds. We have some people in the live feed. Thank you so much for your likes and your shares. I wanted to come in here to tell you guys this philosophy that I was hearing last night at a documentary that I was watching. But most importantly, I saw this message of this trainer, boxing trainer. And just to know a recap for you, what this boxing trainer told his alumni, his, the kids that they were listening to him. This boxing trainer was not, it was, I remember my boxing trainer. I love my boxing trainer, man. He was so smart, and he made me believe that I was the king of the world. And those are the best trainers. This boxing trainer was telling his alumni, why is the lion the king of the jungle? And he was asking his alumni, he's saying, who's the strongest animal in the jungle? Which one do you think? And one of the kids said the elephant. Who's the smartest one? And the other one said the monkey. Who's the fastest one? The leopard. And who is the tallest one? The giraffe. So why in the hell we think that the lion is the king? And he said to them, because he believes in himself. He believes in him, that he is the king. He believes that it's all in his mind, it's all in his heart, that he's the strongest one, he's the fastest one, he's the smartest one, and he's the tallest one. He believes in that. When we start believing again, people, that we are that, we will go back to that world that we are used to. And we will become a better human race. We will become a better human race. That's the whole thing. When we realize who we are and the power that we have, we will become a better human race. That's the best, idea that I saw yesterday on listening to this guy. Life is not a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Forrest Gump. As stupid as it sounds, it is reality. It will hit you, man. It will punish you like you don't even imagine, man. It's the test of life, man. Life. To suffer, hunger, stress, depression. It's the most important test. But when we realize that we are weak, that we cannot do it, that we cannot accomplish it, we don't believe that we're the lion. No, no, no. We are. We are the lion. We just got to believe in ourselves that we can accomplish a lot of things. That we still have the freedom of speech, that we still have the freedom of decision, that we still have the freedom to walk, the freedom to talk, the freedom to believe in God or not. Next thing you know, they're going to tell you what to believe. And they're going to tell you believe on this statue. And if you don't believe in that statue, you are signalizing society as a bad human being. So, really important that we don't forget that we are, once we were a human race, that it was strong, that we had the freedom to decision and freedom to be. It's nice to talk to you guys this morning on a Sunday. I wanted to come in here and to talk to you guys. We're going on 76 minutes, and I believe that today, Anthony and me, we're going to have a live feed in Getter, and we're going to talk about all these topics. You know, Anthony and me, we are really, we debate a lot. You guys haven't seen that side of us, but we agree and disagree in a lot of things, and it's beautiful when we do that, because he has his own opinion and I got my own opinion, and it's really important. That is the beauty of human race, man. That everybody has their own mind to think. Now it is changing into this is the only way, and that's it. You're done. They're taking away also that right. So it's really important and really, really beautiful that we have these kind of conversations. Also, go to your doctor, man, and talk to them. Go to your doctor. I'm not advising you to do whatever. Medically, you can do whatever the hell you want. It's your body and it's your choice. Like, some, people say in the recent world. But, go to your doctor, man, and have a conversation with him. Ask him what he wants. What do you think? What do you think is the best solution for you? Somebody's asking, you feeling better, Oscar? I think, yeah. I had to do this live feed to see how my if I'm keeping up talking, and if I'm not consistently I'm coughing or something like that. But I'm all right. I believe that I'm all right, and I'm good to go on Monday. Somebody's saying Hitler had doctors. Oh my God. What does that have to do with it today? Do you know what time, Oscar? No, Miss Glenda, I don't know what time we're gonna go live. Getter does censor. Use Gap. Oh my God. A lot of people are saying like, this, go to this, go to that, go to this. It's. We're gonna do it at Getter. Thank you for your advice, but we're gonna do it at Getter. How's Ben? I messaged him yesterday, and we had a little fun through message. He's doing okay. He's doing fine. He will be good. He will be fine. I'm going to see him possibly in the next 2 to 3 weeks. If he's going to do good, man. He's all right. 2 to 3 weeks, I believe so. If he's doing all right. Your friend had COVID. How is he? He's good. I don't know if he had COVID or not. Really, I don't. It's called atypical pneumonia. It's one of the symptoms of COVID. We need to grow bigger gardens than this coming summer. Yeah, we need to, learn how to farm again, how to cultivate. A lot of people, forgot how to, farm their own vegetables, and it's beautiful to do that, man. Have your own little thing on the back. Have your own little thing, like your own tomatoes. When I now that I'm going to Tapachula a lot, we don't even know how rich we are as a country, man. Over there, the properties in Tapachula, they're not that expensive. So when they sell a property, they sell it in acres, and because it's so big and it's so full of nature and all these man, it's just full of trees and full of everything. So when they sell you the property, they tell you, hey, there's bamboo, there's plants for coffee, they sell you with tomato, they sell you with the property with bananas, they sell with mango, with all this. So you learn how to farm because you have it in the back of your backyard or your front yard. You have it right there. So it's important that when you go over there, is the culture is really different. You see these young kids that they know how to farm. Young kids, young Mexican kids that they know how to farm tomate, chile, everything. They know how to farm all that. So it's really, it's really important that those those things are not being well thought. And that's a thing that in the south of Mexico they have that culture that they know how to farm because they were raised in a property or in a place where you see a banana tree, you will see this, you will see that, and you will just pick it. We are so rich in Tapachula and Chiapas, man. Those kind of places, when you're walking, you will see a coconut tree and you can just pick it. Nobody's selling it, man. It's just right there. You can just pick it, grab a banana, grab a tomato, grab this, grab that. You're just walking and you're seeing it. I remember doing an interview in Guatemala with a Guatemala guy, and I was asking him, "Hey, do you think that, what do you think of the United States?" And he's saying, we are rich. We are only corrupt country. We are so rich that we are much richer than the United States. And I say, why? And he says, well, in the United States, they sell banana for $1. Over here, I have them in my backyard. So that's how the mentality of them is. They're so rich, but the system is so rigged and it's so oppressed and it's so corrupt that that country cannot move forward because it is a contaminated, infested, corrupt system that is not letting people be free and not letting people be who they want to be. So it's so bad. A lot of people are gonna be like, in the United States it's exactly the same Oscar Blue. Oh my, I'm not even gonna get into that, man, because they're gonna come with that. Joanne McDonald says Mexico can grow all year long. I'm in Canada, so limited to summer and a lot. Yeah, uh, I would love a mango tree. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Mango. Mango. You just salsa piquin. You cut the mango. You put salsa piquin on top. Oh my god. So many things that we eat, man, over here. Menudo. Oh yeah, menudo is real good, man. A lot of people don't like menudo because it's the guts of the insides of the cow. But it's you guys never tasted it, man. It's just a lot of American people are really disgusted about menudo, but it's just, oh my god, it's so good, man. And then you got menudo with birotito, a bread that we got over here in the morning. Oh, a lot in the north they practice a lot menudo with tortilla, and it is not like that. Menudo has to go with birote or telera. That's the way that it is. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. A lot of people like it with tortilla. I don't have nothing against it, but you know, that's particularly, menudo is really good. A lot of people say, "Oh my God, so disgusting, so disgusting." It's not disgusting, man. It's our culture. Why are you saying that we're disgusting? It's our culture. It's our food. You know. Pozole, really good pozole, man. I like menudo better, but pozole is really good. There's different ways to make pozole. There's really different ways to make pozole. Pozole is real good. Also, when you add the meat and you add the tetano and all that, oh my God, pozole is. And also you add avocado. That right there, you add avocado right there in the pozole, with fresh tortillas. Tortillas made, handmade. You know how Mexican women make over here tortillas. Good for hangover, yes. Menudo is great for hangovers. That's the cure, man. But bad thing about it, when you're hangover and you eat menudo, it makes you want to get another beer. So it's a double factor right there. It has a complication because it will make you feel better. You're like, you know what? Let me drink one more. And like, no, prefer to eat it late in the afternoon, the menudo, so you will go to sleep, man. You know, that's the best thing about it. Yeah, menudo pozole is real good, man. Menudo pozole, albóndigas. Oh my God, that's my favorite food. That's chile rellenos and albóndigas are my favorite food. That's my favorite food. Chile rellenos with arroz frito. It's my favorite. My favorite food. That's my favorite of all. But albóndigas, it is just my God, my favorite. It is albondigas. It's between those two, man. Albondigas and chile rellenos. They're my best food. If you go to international, whatever food you want to call it, lasagna is my number one. But albondigas, chile rellenos, albondigas, and that's nobody can top that, man. Albondigas, tamales. A lot of people like tamales. Yeah, tamales is good, man. Tamales, I like tamales. Tamales is good. Tamales de carne, tamales de pollo, tamales de rajas, tamales de dulce, tamales de queso, tamales without being a tamal. Tripas de res, that's really good, man. That's really good. Tripa de res. A lot of people like tripa, tacos de tripa. A lot of people don't like them, but I like tacos de tripa, man. I'm an old eater, man. I will eat whatever. The only thing that I'm disgusted of is papaya. I'm allergic to papaya. So for people to understand, I'm allergic to papaya. My breathing kind of like makes me breathe really profusely. It's papaya. I don't like papaya, and the smell is really the smell. It really gets my eyes. I don't know what the hell. I'm allergic to papaya. I don't. That's the only food that I or fruit that I don't like. If a fruit has papaya in it, oh my god, I'm so disgusted. I'm out. I'm out. I'm not even eating it. Tres leches, three milks, cake. Oh my god, that's the best. Tres leches. Uh, but nothing beats tacos. Oh no, no, tacos de asada. Gringo lives matter. Every lives matter, man. I don't like chicken feet. Cooked head of a cow. Tacos de cabeza. Como no? Marlene Carbray. Tacos de cabeza. Yeah, man. To ask Anthony how many tacos he likes tacos de cabeza over here in Tijuana, man. The time that Anthony and this is a story about me, Anthony, and Ben. Uh, they came over here and we were going to Tapachula on a trip, and we went to a taco shop, and I took Anthony because I told him I'm gonna take you to a taco shop to have the best tacos de cabeza that you ever had. Come on, nobody beats El Paso, nobody beats Juarez. He's always like that. So I'm gonna whoop your butt, man, with these tacos. We went over there. We were sitting down, and Ben was asking for some tripa. Ben eats all. He's like me, man. He's an ambulance. He will pick whatever it is, man. And we were eating. I asked like, hey, can you give me two cabeza, two asada, and one tripa? I always order five, man. And Ben is like, how many do you think I can order, Blue? How many do you think? I'm like, he's a big guy, man. He always orders like two or three, and I'm like, get the hell out of here, man. I order like six. So I'm like, bring this man, this, and that. So I brought him six. And then, Tiny over there, I was like, hey, what I order? I'm like, bring him three of cabeza and two of asada. So I remember that he brought the three of cabeza. A cabeza is really, it's always on a platter that is always is covered, and it's warm, and sometimes it's heated. So it's kind of like you need to wait a little bit so it cools down, so it melts down. He ate the first three, man. Anthony ate the first three, and he was like, "What the hell is this, bro? This is the best tacos that I ever had in my life." He ate almost like 10 tacos of cabeza, man. And this is not. I'm not lying about this. We're gonna talk about this, in the live feed together. He remembers. He remembers. He ate like 10 tacos of cabeza, man. Like 10 tacos of cabeza. He said like, this is the best tacos that I ever had in my life of cabeza. Cabeza tacos are the really good, man. I like cabeza tacos, but with salsa verde and avocado. A lot of the people, they serve it over here in the north with only salsa verde, that is green sauce, but not, they don't put avocado, man. So and my tacos have to have avocado. If you don't have, salsa aguacate, it's not a taco for me, man. So you gotta have avocado, man. Avocado. So I always order my tacos de cabeza with avocado. And Anthony didn't know about that, so I said like, put avocado in the tacos de cabeza, please. So I want him to have the avocado. It's like, hey, they serve them without avocado. No, no. Taste them like I'm telling you, man. So you will, and he ate like 10 of them, man. Like, God. He's like, oh my God. He ended up with his belly like that. I'm like, yeah, you like that, huh? Nice talking to you guys on this morning. It's nice. Possibly we're going to do a live feed later on tonight. Man, 89 minutes, man, almost an hour and 30 minutes talking to you guys about normal topics. It's been nice talking to you guys this morning. I'm having a cup of coffee. I'm gonna go and catch up on what we're going to do tomorrow for our show. Tomorrow we're going to start our shows again as we were planning. 7:30 in the morning Spanish, 4 o'clock in the evening West Coast time English. Possibly later on this afternoon, I will talk to my boy and see if we can do a live at Getter to talk about world issues, everything, basketball, sports, music, whatever we want to talk about. We just want to get into a discussion. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. So and also I will do a live feed with Suni, the middle child. Something happened in one of her live feeds. Really, if you don't follow her, she's a good friend of mine, man. She's in Japan. She is a wife of a military man. She's a military wife. And she does really, a lot of people are calling her right now controversial because she's speaking the truth of what is happening right now. And she is talking about what the Republican Party is doing bad and what the Democratic Party is doing bad. So she goes live on Instagram consistently, and she just lets it rip, right? So a lot of people put the request to be invited into the live feed. So she's accepting whoever puts the request. That's the beauty about those lives. So there was a guy that it was pushing. Suni, let me just say it for people that don't know her. Suni is an African American or a Black American woman, however you want to call it. Suni doesn't get oppressed with my terminologies. So there was a guy that it was requesting to go in with her. And the guy thought that he was not in the live feed, and Suni already accepted the live feed. And when she accepted the live feed, the guy, look what he says. The guy, he did not know that he was on the live, and he was saying this. He was saying, "I'm requesting myself to go in the live chat, but there's all these, and he used the word N-ers, the N word, and everybody was like, whoa, what the." This guy, man, he used the N word. So Suni goes like, "What the hell? Hold on a minute." So he's a conservative supposedly, this guy, and he used the N word. I'm going in this chat, but there's all these N people in there. So I want to go in the chat. So you got this racist guy, man, that he used the N-word, and he wants to go into this chat talking all political and talking all like, oh yeah, respectful. And now this guy is threatening her that he's saying, oh, I got a 20K page and I will expose you, and be sure to get these lawsuits coming. Get the hell out of here, bro. You just got exposed. You just got exposed in front of every single one of the world, man. And don't, Suni's a good girl, man. Don't mess with my girl Suni, man. She's a fantastic, fantastic human being, man. She has her own mind, and she has her own way of thinking of life. So just let her be, man. That's the beautiful thing about freedom, So I will get Suni. I don't know if I'm gonna get her today, and I will get her today on a live feed. And for her to talk about this incident, man, and for her to talk about the lives that she has been doing in Instagram. They're really controversial lives, man. I love the fact that Suni the middle child, I will put the link later on. She's an influencer, also political activist. Also, she reports, she does a lot of this stuff. But, she is becoming now, for a lot of people, controversial because she's speaking whatever she wants to speak. And she's saying, you know what, it's not fair that it's happening. She's speaking about the booster. She's speaking about the Republican Party, that they're asleep. She's speaking about this, and that. So the beauty about those lives is that when she goes live in Instagram, people add her like, I want to be on your live, I want a piece of that. So she goes like, okay, I'll add you. Who are you? Oh, I'm from Tennessee, I'm calling and I want to tell you that you're this, you're that, you're this. So she talks to people. That's beautiful, man. I'm like, man, Suni, you're doing good. But this was really funny that when she was live, this guy, I don't know, I don't get the story completely straight. I'm gonna talk to her in a few minutes. uh this guy, before he thought that he was not on the live, and because he it was so funny, he thought that he was not on the live, and he went in and he said, oh, I'm going in the room with all these NS, all these ninjas. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this dude? And then later on, the guy threatening her. She has all the screenshots. The guy is threatening her. Hey, take down the video and, take down this and take down that. I'm going to sue you and I'm going to, bro, you messed up, bro. It's like you messed up. Your real colors come out. So I'm gonna get Suni in the live feed. I don't know if today, I'm gonna talk to her right now at what time she's available, so we can let her rip. And if she's available right now, I'll even drop the mic and I'll just let her have the platform. I'll be like, Suni is all yours, man. Explain what happened. What the hell's going on? It is crazy how she invites people, and this really, I've been watching, because it's just really, it's organic, I can say. There's cuss words, there's like people saying this and that. It's like people just being people. You know what I mean? And you got, pissed off Americans, and you got pissed off people that they're not even from the United States, and you got all these people just saying this and that, and I'm like, well, I'm into that. I watch that. I'm watching it. And then that happens. I'm like, holy cow, what the hell just happened? But it's just how people are so disguised sometimes, People are so disguised in a way, man. But I'll have her on the show, man. I'll have her. Possibly, I just messaged her today, and she messaged me back, and she's like, bro, what the hell is this? I'm like, bro, what the hell happened to you? Oh my God, Suni, love you, bro. Man, you're my gangster, man. You're my foreign gangster, man. All right, people. God bless you guys. 97 minutes, man. An hour and 40 minutes talking to you guys, man. That makes me think that I'm good. And I'm going an hour and 40 minutes talking with almost 100 and 200 people. That makes me think that I'm good to start tomorrow with our show. So I will give you guys a heads up if possibly we are we're going live with Suni later on this afternoon, and also with my boy Anthony, as we're going to get these controversial topics out of our hands, man. I like it when I go live with him, man. So God bless you guys. Follow me on all platforms: Getter, Telegram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I got two: Oscar Blue Media and Oscar Blue Team. Whatever you want to follow. Oscar Blue Team. It is managed by our team, Oscar Blue Team, and they post consistently what is going on, clips, and all that. And they also add their own clips, so it's awesome. I believe that the Oscar Blue Team Instagram is awesome. It's awesome, man. It's great. So follow that. Also follow my partner, Real Anthony Agüero. Follow him at all platforms. And prayers to our friend and colleague Ben Berquam. Also follow him at all platforms, also in Real America's Voice News. God bless you guys. Stay safe, and like we always say, peace and love, because always your country first. God bless.